How to get published as a new author. You will need a computer with a stable internet connection, a finished manuscript at 10,000 words or less, or 3 to 5 poems, and a Submittable account. Step 1. Create a Submittable account. You will go to www.submittable.com, and then you'll either sign up or connect via your social media. Step 2. Find a publisher. Go to newpages.com or Poets and Writers at pw.org, where you will find calls for submission and various small presses and literary magazines to which you can submit your work. I prefer New Pages because in their calls for submissions button, which is on the home page, you will see calls for submissions. Everything that appears on this list is an outlet actively seeking new work. Once you've found a publisher that you like, read their submission guidelines. I cannot stress the importance of this enough. The probability of rejection is very high, and one of the things that weeds out work from these small presses is work that does not meet their submission guidelines. It means the author did not take the time to read it and put minimal effort forward. Here's an example of the submission guidelines for 3 Elements Literary Review. In addition to the more ambiguous guidelines that they have, like good writing, edgy writing, insight into darkness, they also require that all submissions contain 3 choice words, which at the moment are chamber, nightshade, and confetti. So if your writing does not have all 3 of those words at least once in it, then this particular outlet's going to reject it. After that, go ahead and write a very brief cover letter. It literally needs to be no more than this. Dear editors, a bit about who you are. If you've been previously published, you'll include that. If not, say so. And a bit of flattery. Thank you for your consideration, and sign off. Finally, now that you've read the submission guidelines, go ahead and proofread your work one more time. You'll not only ensure that your work is in fact meeting the submission guidelines, you'll also find some dumb little mistakes that you may have made along the way. This is an example of something I wrote where I changed let loose a 3-round burst to fired a 3-round burst, but I forgot to delete let. Had I not found this upon proofreading, I might have submitted it and the editor would have rolled his eyes thinking I was an illiterate buffoon. Once you've done that, go forward and submit. You'll find a submit button somewhere on the site. It'll take you to a single sign-on for Submittable like this. You just sign right in. And then you'll see a page like this. You'll add the title of the work, that really short cover letter that you drafted earlier. Any additional requirements will be there. Not all presses require your social media handles, some do. And then you attach your work and submit. After you do that, find and submit to 3 to 5 more places. You want to flood the market because the probability of rejection is very high, so you increase your odds of getting accepted the more places you have your work working for you. This is an example of my history with my piece, The Amaranths. I submitted it to 11 places before it got picked up by 34th Parallel. Finally, start on your next work. The only way to lessen the sting of rejection and to become successful is to stay busy. Always be writing and revising. After that, congratulations, you're a writer.